Welcome to my new series, Things I Learned the Hard Way, episode 1. Bro, there's got to be a simpler way to do that. Growing up, I grew up in chaos, I grew up in madness, I grew up around adults who didn't regulate their nervous system or didn't know how to regulate their nervous system. So for me as a child, I was always in flight or flight, I was always in scarcity, I was always in survival mode. And as I got older, when I got into relationships, when I was working on a business, I always found myself in a pushing energy rather than just attracting and allowing things to come to me. And if it wasn't chaos, if it wasn't madness, if I wasn't continuously working out, if I wasn't burnt out, then I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was moving the needle or getting towards my goal. And that was one thing that I had to unlearn. I had to realize that simplicity is peace. Clarity is the key. You don't have to push. You can get to your goals in a peaceful state. You can get to your goals without being burnt out. You can get to your goals without always constantly working. You can choose the smarter way to work rather than the way that's just pushing. And when I was able to regulate my nervous system, I was able to realize the power of simplicity and the power of clarity. And when I started to learn what that was and how to use it and how to incorporate it into my day-to-day life, everything started to flow, and it was a little bit peaceful in terms of like, oh, this is a little bit too peaceful. Is it meant to feel like this? I can hear the birds. if the old version of me, I wouldn't be even in nature, just relaxing, listening to birds and speaking. I'd be in a studio thinking, I need all the lights, I need the background, I need everything to record content. But now, man, I record content in nature, peaceful, listening to the birds and allowing my intuition to lead and flow with the conversation of what my message is for that day. So yeah, man, one of the biggest things that I had to realize is you was in survival mode, and had to realize, what does that look like? What does flight or flight look like? How do you respond? How do you react? And also, what does peace look like? And be okay with peace and realize that this is normal. This is what life should be like. It should be peaceful. And your nervous system shouldn't always be high all the time. You can remain calm and you can still get things done. So that was one of the lessons that I had to learn the hard way.